So, Slay The Spire 2 is coming out next year, and I'm really excited. I've spent dozens of hours in the first game and I still think it's one of my all-time favorites. Recently I played a game called Dragon Eclipse, and it reignited my passion for deck building roguelikes, so I thought, why not make a video about games like Slay The Spire? I know there are many people who love this game as much as I do, so I took some time and prepared a list of 10 games that I think you will also love if you're eagerly waiting for the sequel. And before we jump into the list, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with great indie games and new releases. Let's start our list with something interesting. Astrea is a dice deck building roguelike game. What's interesting in that, it flips the whole standard idea of deck building and focuses on using dice instead of cards. This title also introduces the unique idea of a dual damage system. Wait, hear me out. This system lets you use purification or corruption damage, which either heals you and damages your enemies or damages you and heals your enemies. Kinda confusing? Well, yeah, but entire builds are based on that mechanic. Lower HP lets you trigger some corruption based skills, hence the damage to yourself. There's more to it, but I will let you discover it for yourself. Apart from that, you will collect various dice which you can customize, you will build a dice pool that fits your playstyle, and there are a lot of them. Unleash powerful combos and attacks and probably kill yourself dozens of times because of the confusion. But don't worry, it's part of the learning process. Zet Zillions is a single-player roguelike deck builder where you use your cards to create freakish combinations and explode entire planets. The idea is to navigate through vast space maps in search of a new home for humanity. We will build decks and create crazy combos. We will overpopulate planets, destroy them, and so on. We can build many decks and create interesting combinations with cards, sometimes very spectacular and sometimes, well, not really. Galaxies we explore are randomly generated with many activities to attend to and characters to meet. The overall idea and the game is really good and I highly recommend it as it is very fun. Griftlands is like a mashup of a few genres: RPG, visual novel, roguelite and deck building game. You may think that it sounds like too much, but it's not. It is a very unique experience, but the game successfully brings together the best mechanics from each genre. You will explore the world, fight challenging bosses, build your team and collect cards. These come in variants like combat cards, which you use in combat, and negotiation cards, which you use when you meet people. Now, this is very important. Your decisions matter and you will quickly see the outcome of your choices. Everyone knows what you do, who you are, and has an opinion on you, so be careful. This game has a lot to offer, including a great visual style and a sci-fi setting that many people love. Give it a try, you won't regret it. I really like the visual style of this game. It's incredibly fun and well put together. You play as a YaoGuai Hunter and, well, you hunt YaoGuai. There are a lot of beautiful cards to gather and characters to play, each with its own unique set of cards and visual style. Your success depends on which cards you play. You have to think strategically and the mana system forces you to do so. Of course, you will also encounter various NPCs, events, monsters and bosses on your journey. This game looks great, though it is still in early access, so keep that in mind. This game really takes a lot from Slay The Spire, but has some unique features that set it apart. The best thing, in my opinion, is the map exploration. I really like the idea of tile movement, which lets you explore the map as thoroughly as you can and gather as many items and upgrades as you wish. You can prepare yourself for battling the boss as much as you want. What's also interesting is that in this game you control two heroes instead of one. You play as both of them, synergize their attacks, create powerful combos and build an enormous deck. This is what sets it apart from Slay The Spire. Usually you want to create a small deck to play as many cards around your build as possible. In this game, no, forget about that. You will play with a big, massive deck to unlock as many masteries as you can. I might have exaggerated a bit, but you get the idea. There's also a skill tree, various heroes to choose from and a lot of fun to be had. I mean, this game is great, even though it looks a bit like a mobile game. It can become a bit repetitive after some times too, but I guess that's the nature of roguelikes, you know? You would be surprised how good this game actually is. I know it doesn't look like much, in fact I don't really like the graphical style, but the whole idea is really great. You basically get a train to hell and your job is to defend it. The entire hell is frozen and armies of heaven are on the way to the core, and your job is to defend it. Pretty simple. You will pick 2 or 5 available clans, your primary and supporting. Then you will take the train and put your soldiers to fight against the armies of heaven. You will also gather cards, mix and match upgrades and have fun. Really, this game has some of the best replayability out there. There are so many things to try out, so many synergies, upgrades and ways to finish the game, you can play it over and over again and still find something new. Wildfrost is a bit more cheerful and colorful. This game is your chill deck builder where you can relax, build the perfect deck, recruit quirky card companions and take care of the hub. You will begin your journey by choosing your clan leader, which with randomized skills and stats, and then venture into the wild. Your job is to bring an end to the Wildfrost. On your journey you will rescue and recruit frozen companions, find lost treasures and buy things from merchants. You have to decide which path to take, and everything that happens on the road will help you craft your deck. You will fight a vast array of monsters and bosses, create unique combos and gather companions and cards that you can upgrade. After all of this, you will go back to your hub and help expand it. This game is really great, and even though it is basically just a deck building roguelite without heroes and characters on the screen, I think it is still a great game to play if you enjoyed Slay the Spire. Now a game I recently played and made a video about. I highly suggest you watch it, it was my first gameplay/review video. Dragon Eclipse is like Slay the Spire with Pokemon. You explore a map with randomized battles and points of interest, build a team of monsters, each with unique cards and abilities, choose your tamer with unique starting deck and abilities, and finally go adventuring. Yes, there's a lot of uniqueness. This game is still in early access and it's very similar to the next game on the list. The ability to collect mistlings, hatch them from eggs, build your deck and upgrade your companions with various powerful blessings is really great. I also really like the visual style, the design of mistlings and the whole idea. I had a lot of fun playing this game, broke it a bit, and I think you will have fun too. Now, even though this game isn't indie, I think it deserves a spot. It's like Slay the Spire but with a twist, a deck building, D&D style board game. You can play solo or with up to 3 players, gather cards, upgrade them, fight monsters and bosses, explore maps with random encounters where your decisions shape your journey, experiment with class combinations to find your favorite playstyle, try challenge modes, and many more. There are plenty of cards ensuring great replayability. Just note, while the game itself isn't expensive, the DLCs are. It also comes with a rancher, which might not be for everyone, but that's up to you. Graphically it's okay, but gameplay wise, especially with friends, it's really solid. And before we jump to game number 1, I would like to show you some honorable mentions. Now, hear me out. Tendryll is a tactical roguelike deck builder game where we delve into grid-based tactical combat. Imagine playing Slay the Spire on grid-based maps like in Into the Breach. Sounds amazing, right? In this game we take control of not just one, but a few heroes who fight to rid this world of corrupted Tendryll. Our heroes must work together and coordinate their unique abilities. Each hero has its own move deck, attacks and skills. Along the way we find cards altering runes, unique cards, class defying relics and even more. We have to make choices, like in Slay the Spire, where we decide to become stronger or take the safer path to restore our health. This game is still in early access, so many things may change, but I think I can see a great opportunity for it to become one of the best in the genre. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to highlight some of the best games in the genre, but if you have different recommendations or thoughts on the games, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with great new indie games and new releases, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.